Yeah, I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller.
Hi gorgeous, welcome to High Vibe Honey for the 2nd of September 2019. I'm your host, Gala Darling. I hope you're enjoying my unicorn meets Cher kind of 70s psychedelic look. And this is such an exciting week because the Vortex just opened to everyone. And by now, I hope you're in there, you're playing around, you're making new friends, you are salivating over that beautiful magazine, you're watching your astrology, and you're getting so stoked on all the fantastic content we have in there for you. And if you haven't joined yet, you have maybe 2 days to join, depending on when you watch this. So if you have not yet joined us, I really recommend that you do it. We would love to have you. This is a beautiful community and it is gonna get you to where you wanna go way faster than trying to do it on your own. If you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do it. Please share this video with a friend. Spread that's a heart, love. And this week's tapping session is all about tapping into, pun intended, your intuition. So really believing in our gut feelings, paying attention to them, and then doing what we feel we should do. Because sometimes we're like, I feel this thing, but logic tells me otherwise, or I don't want to be rude or whatever. And it's so important that we pay attention to our intuition. So that's what the tapping is about this week. So our first card of the week is the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is very much like the High Priestess. She is intuitive. She is connected. She is creative. She has beautiful emotions. She's always making something fabulous. And she's very like a nurturing energy. She's kind of like Mama of the Tarot. She cares for people and she's empathetic and she can sort of not necessarily read people's minds, but she's very much in this compassionate flow with people, and it makes communication with her really easy. So the fact that this card has come up means that this week we are feeling really intuitive. We're feeling really connected to all of those kind of watery feelings, all that deep emotional stuff. We're really feeling that this week. And when you're feeling it, you don't want to waste it by being like, no, but my to-do list. If you're feeling in that place, it's important that we honor our feelings and we follow them. And the other thing that the Queen of Cups says is that this is about a period of achievement because of creativity. So whatever it is that you put your creative energy into, and it could be a business, it could be painting, it could be your family, it could be the way you treat your friends or your cooking or anything like that, that you're gonna see some kind of achievement and recognition come through for your creative efforts this week. So maybe you're just about to finish some amazing creative project. I want you to really pour your energy into that this week and channel your feelings. Let this be a real expression of who you are. Allow yourself to be vulnerable with your art. Allow yourself to take chances that maybe you haven't taken before. This is a really beautiful time to do that. Now, the Queen of Cups is a beautiful card, but there's one caveat with the Queen of Cups, and that is that she often doesn't have very good boundaries. The Queen of Cups sometimes can be a little bit of a doormat. Maybe it's because she's not thinking about everybody else's intentions, or maybe it's just that she's so compassionate that she allows a lot of kind of fuckery to go on. But this week, because the Queen of Cups has come up, I want you to be really thoughtful about the boundaries that you have in your life right now. So in the Vortex magazine, my therapist, Terry Cole, who is absolutely brilliant, wrote an amazing article about voluntary vulnerability, which is about whether people should have access to that vulnerable part of you and how to create boundaries in your life. It's such important work. And if you grew up in a family where boundaries weren't really modeled to you, where kind of everything was permissible and people didn't knock on the door, and if you told somebody to stop, they didn't listen to you, then it may be that you find boundaries really hard to implement in your life as an adult. Because if you didn't learn them as a child or ever see them modeled, how the fuck would you know how to do them as an adult? So learning boundaries is a really active process, and learning to state your boundaries is challenging too sometimes, because it's not just about saying don't do that, I don't like it. Really setting a boundary is about saying, I don't like this because X, and what I'd prefer you to do instead is Y. Now that can feel like a really big leap for people who have no experience with boundaries. So if you're looking at me going like, what the fuck right now, I totally understand. But this is an active process and it's gonna take a little bit of time for you to master. But it is so worthwhile because if you don't have boundaries in your life, people will walk all over you. They will do whatever they feel they can get away with, and you are gonna feel resentful, pissed off, tired, and just kind of mad at the world, and that's not a good place to be. So Queen of Cups, like I said, put your creativity into your work, nurture your creations, and really love them as much as you can. Pay attention to your intuition and assert your boundaries. And sometimes it's about saying what your boundary is before the incident happens. It might be that you see like a red flag with someone and you feel like it may be going in a certain direction. If that's the case, this is a really good time to proactively state your boundary. Let them know what is and is not acceptable to you. And you'll feel really good when you do this, even though it may scare the shit out of you. I promise that it is totally worthwhile and a really important skill of reparenting yourself. Our second card is the Ace of Wands, which is such an exciting card because it's all about potential and fresh beginnings and that little seed that you can do anything you want with, that seed of pure potential. And Fire Wands is about action, getting things done, creating things, and really like that fire starter energy, like getting shit together. Like Ace of Wands is kind of like a matchstick, actually. It's like a single matchstick, and you can do whatever you want with it. You can strike it and set a fire. You can strike it and light a candle, or you can just pour some water on it and be like, fuck that matchstick. So you get to choose what you want to do with it. But my encouragement to you is to take this seed and do something fantastic with it. The Ace of Wands is like the ultimate go for it signal. So whatever it is that you want to do. And I mean, this plays really nicely with the Queen of Cups, who's about, nurturing your creativity and pouring your energy into it. The Ace of Wands is like, fuck yes, let's go. So it's really exciting that these two have come up together. And to me, this bodes extremely well for your creativity. Like, what's better than being creative and making something that matters to you? In my mind, nothing. It's like my top 3 experiences of all time is creating stuff that's meaningful to me. So if you have something that you want to do, if you have an idea, just seize that potential and use it. One of my favorite quotes, and I'm sure you have heard me say this before, is by Allen Ginsberg, who said, "If the muse comes to your bedside, don't tell her you'll fuck her later." This is the Ace of Wands in a quote, in a nutshell. This is what it's about. When you feel that inspiration, when you feel that desire, when you feel that fresh idea that's so exciting to you, don't be like, man, I'll do it later. Because you already know from your own experience, because you are a grown motherfucking adult, you know that the longer you sit on an idea and just let it percolate, the less excited you get about it. The best time to act on an idea is immediately. As soon as you have the idea, do something. Write it down, make a phone call, tell a friend, do something. Use that momentum. An idea is a blessing. It is like a gift from the universe. You don't want to squander your gifts from the universe, because if you do, they will be in short supply in the future. Because why would the universe keep handing you parcels if you're like, I'm not home right now? Fuck that. They'll be like, I'll give this to your neighbor instead. So don't squander your gifts. Be like, oh, thank you. This is so beautifully wrapped. I'm going to do some beautiful things with this. Take it inside, open it up, smell it, go through the packaging, get excited, make notes, do whatever you want to do with that gift. But do something beautiful with that gift. Do not waste it. I am telling you, you will regret it if you do. And our third card of the week is the Lovers, which is such a nice card, and it doesn't come up very often for us, so it's nice to see it. Hello, Lovers. Welcome to our world, the High Vibe Honey world. This card is about getting real clarity around your values and understanding what really matters to you. So it might be that something is a challenge for you this week. Maybe someone pushes up against your integrity or asks you to clarify something. This week, you're going to have the opportunity to get really clear about what your values are, which is always good practice. And this card is also about taking the high road. So maybe someone's going to do some like dastardly shit or say something snide or behave badly. And when that happens, we always have the choice about how to react. We can throw a tantrum, we can throw a television set through a window, we can throw a phone a la Naomi Campbell, but what we really want to do is take the fucking high road. And if in doubt, ask yourself, if my child was watching me, if my parent was watching me, if my idol was watching me, how would I want them to see me behave in this moment? What am I modeling to other people? Because we're never just living for ourselves. Our existence is not a selfish one. There are always people watching you to see what you do and then modeling their lives after what you do. So again, just like not squandering the Ace of Wands, don't squander the opportunity to really model what it is to be a person of high integrity, good moral values, and just exceptional energy management generally. This is your opportunity, so please take it and enjoy it. It's gonna feel really good when you do the right thing. The other thing that the Lovers is asking us to do is to resolve any issues that come up with love and peace and compassion. Again, this is asking yourself, like, what do I want to be modeling? And not even just what do I want to be modeling. It's like, who do I really want to be in this world? Do I want to be someone who'll stand up for what's right? Do I want to be someone whose word is bond? Or do I want to be flaky, dismissive, rude, and like checked out from my life? I don't think you want that. I think if you wanted that, you would not be watching my channel. We would not be vibing. You would be on some other tip, me leaving like shitty comments on people's YouTube videos or something, because like that's what people do. But you're not on that tip. You're here to be the best, highest, most beautiful expression of yourself. And so that tells me you have the capacity to grow and be beautiful and strong. And this week, like I said, you're really gonna have the opportunity to prove that and demonstrate it. And fuck, it's gonna feel so good. So I'm really excited for you to do that this week, as well as everything else, you know, tapping into your intuition, asserting your boundaries, and like having that initial spark. This is gonna be such a fun week for you, I can already tell. So if you've never tapped before, this is so easy. Just follow what I do and repeat after me. This week, I am gonna tap into my intuition. I am going to know deep in my soul what I should do and when I should do it and how I should do it. And I'm gonna feel a lot of peace about these decisions. In fact, I'm gonna be amazed by how on lock my intuition is. The answers are gonna come to me so easily. And they're going to be so clear that it's as if the universe is just whispering in my ear. And because I am right now declaring that I am open to the universe's stage directions, I know this is going to be easy for me. I know that I'm gonna see some red flags this week. And when I see them, I'm not going to ignore them like I usually do. Those red flags are going to feel so obvious that I will not be able to avoid them. And as those red flags become so apparent to me, instead of being annoyed that they exist in the first place, I'm just going to express my gratitude to the universe for taking care of me. Because a red flag is the universe's way of truly guiding me, of looking after me and keeping me safe. As of now, when I see a red flag, I am going to say, thank you, universe. Thank you for helping me avoid disaster. Thank you for clearly showing me what I should do next. So this week, I'm going to tap into my intuition. I'm going to take my gut feelings seriously. And I'm going to do what my gut thinks I should do. It's going to feel really good to do this. And even though I haven't always done it in the past, I deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself. And I'm ready to step into this new paradigm and do it with power. Okay, deep breath in, hold it at the top, and let it go. So today's homework is to tell us, what are you gonna do with that sexy little Ace of Wands matchstick of inspiration? Where do you feel sparked up? Where do you feel excited? Where do you feel inspired to do something new? Share it with us in the comments below. We'd absolutely love to hear about your sexy dreams and little germy seeds, because that's where all the good things grow from. So we'd love to hear it. And then after you've left your comment, be sure to go through and like as many other people's comments as possible so they know that you've got their back. That is how we build community. I love you. Thank you for being here with me, and I'll see you next week.